So how can sponsorship play a role in reducing that gap? I think one of the things that you touched on was about being intentional when you're sponsoring women's sports, that it's not just going to change, on its own. Talk to us a little bit about that intentionality that you advocate for.
Right. Intention and value metrics for sponsors are very big things, right? Most of the time sponsorship managers would say, I've got a property, I need to see ROI immediately. However, if you've got a long-term view and you know that ROI doesn't mean rands and cents in your bank account in 12 months, but intentional and actionable results over a long period of time, then your impact is much larger, right? And it's felt for generations and not for a season. So brands need to stop having short-sighted blinkers around what outcomes they're looking for, and realize that when you can take a sport from nothing to something, prime example being Momentum. 2014 coming in and sponsoring the Momentum Proteas when they were essentially nowhere. There were no sponsored players, the league didn't really exist, and they weren't playing that many matches. And now in 2022, the team goes all the way to the World Cup final.
So let's talk about the media, because they also play quite a big role in the sponsorship ecosystem. And you had quite a lot of interesting things to say about the media and the role and the visibility. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Right, so in terms of media plays a critical role. The biggest value generator for sport is media, and specifically broadcast media, which is television. It makes up about 70% or to 80% of revenue for most sporting teams and federations. And it plays a critical role in that without media and the visibility of that media, teams generally struggle for sponsorship and income. So there's practical ways in which media can be used to broaden the horizons of players. There's ways in which the broadcast media, in terms of print and radio, can influence the lot of players. And as an addition, players themselves can play a critical role in terms of their own personal media. Your social media platforms play a key critical role towards attracting sponsors. So the more you build your individual brand, the better it is for you, not only during your career, but post your career, because a lot of careers are short for players.